refocus on your faith, and recommit to your walk with God. That's what the Lenten season is all about. Hello, and welcome to Holy Devotion. God bless you. So, the Lenten season is the time between Ash Wednesday and Easter Sunday each year. Now, I don't know what year you're going to watch this, and so I won't put dates, but what I'll do is ask you to Google it. I mean, it's simple enough. Ash Wednesday through Easter Sunday. Now, the Catholic Church asks of us three things, and I'm going to talk about them and give you a recommendation about each. Matter of fact, it's a great time to hit subscribe, hit the like button, and maybe even throw this in a playlist as a reference so that you can remember what it is that's expected if for some reason you want to come back and check it out. All right, the first thing the Catholic Church asks you to do is pray. Now you may say, I pray already, so is that checked off? Well, yes and no. During this time, the goal is for us to sacrifice our own comfort or desire just a little bit so that we can better appreciate the sacrifices that Jesus made for us. All these things that we're going to talk about are things that you should want to do, and praying is surely one of them. Now, if you already pray, then my recommendation is pray a little more. Maybe 10 extra minutes, 15 if you have them. Spend that time, even if you don't use words, opening up yourself to Jesus and listening. Listening not just with your ears, but with your heart. He will be whispering to you. So listen. The second thing is fasting and abstinence. Now, what does that mean? Well, literally and practically, what the Catholic Church asks is anyone who's healthy between the ages of 18 to 59 fast twice during the season, once on Ash Wednesday and once on Good Friday, which is the day, or I should say the Friday before Easter. Now, what does fasting mean? Does it mean don't eat at all? No, it means eat a full meal and then eat two smaller meals that, if put together, wouldn't make up a full meal. Now, let's be honest. Most of us eat too much anyway. So this one should be so easy. Cut out a couple of donuts, cut out that T-bone steak, cut it in half. This should be easy. Now, my recommendation is do it more than just those 2 days. Maybe commit yourself once a week to fasting. It's not difficult. One meal and two smaller meals that wouldn't make up one large meal. Too easy. The second thing, I said abstinence. It's not a sexual thing. Abstinence simply means each Friday during the season not to eat meat or fowl. It's a great time for a fish fry. Fish is accepted. Why do we do that? Because traditionally, meat and fowl were far more expensive during Jesus' time. And fish were bountiful. There were rivers and oceans and seas everywhere. And so eating fish was a very common thing for the everyman. And Jesus knows that you and I, we're the everyman. We're the sinners. And if we are to follow him, then it's a great time to use it to focus on that. I love fish, so this isn't really a sacrifice, and I encourage you to consider doing it more than once a week. The last thing, almsgiving. Now, the word alms simply means to give of treasure for charity. Now, of course, treasure means, whatever we can muster up financially or resources-wise. Now, the Catholic Church doesn't ask a particular percentage of our pay or our resources anytime. And so, there are some Christian churches that will require 10% for membership in that church. The Catholic Church doesn't do that. You give what you can. That's all it asks. And at this point in the year, as we focus on Lent, the Catholic Church does have one additional expectation. Give what you can, plus a little bit more. But it doesn't have to be money. Look, times are tough, and maybe asking for more financially is just not possible. But you can give of resources. Maybe you've got canned goods, boxed goods that are sitting in your pantry that you're not going to do anything with. It's a great time to bring that to your church so that they can give it to those in need. Maybe you have time where you can volunteer in some way to mentor, to help others, to be there for the sick and those in need. It's all about almsgiving, giving to your fellow man. If you do those three things, almsgiving, fasting and abstinence, and praying, you will be one step closer to following in the steps of Jesus during this incredible time, which leads to the crescendo, Easter Sunday, where Jesus broke the veil and came out of that tomb and redeemed us all.